Well, 2 weeks out from the Inter-Dominion Carnival, and Club Menangle have announced another very exciting feature to what's already going to be a brilliant period of racing. I'm joined by the General Manager here at Club Menangle, Mr David Wonson, to announce this new race. Well, David, we're all looking forward to the running of the Inter-Dominion Carnival, just 2 weeks away, and already the excitement is building, and it's been added further excitement by a new addition to the carnival.
Yeah, we're really proud to announce that the JC Caffin Plate, sponsored by Kari, will be part of the Inter-Dominion Grand Final night this year. The race has grown in stature for the previous 10, I think it's the 10th year now. We're really, in conjunction with Harness Racing New South Wales, we think it can give it some greater impetus the night, and we're really looking forward to having it part of the carnival.
Dave, you've got the drivers that will be competing in that particular series. Unfortunately, due to COVID, no heats, straight into a final, but this type of event is so sought after by the Indigenous drivers. It's their miracle mile.
It is. They really look forward to it. A lot of family and friends can come along. Usually we have heats throughout the state. They're conducted over a couple of months. Unfortunately, as you've pointed out, Michael, that with COVID we haven't been able to conduct the heats for the last 2 years. So what we've done, we've compiled a field of previous winners and a couple of special conditions that have enabled us to come up with a field of 10 plus 1 emergency. So that field, and these are the previous winners, we've got Jess Pryor, Danny Scanlon, Michaela Barnes, Josh Aiken, Danny Gibson, Bruce O'Brien, Royce Gregory. They're all previous winners. We also have Leighton Green, who's the current leading Indigenous driver in New South Wales, David Caffin, grandson of the legendary JC Caffin, and we also have Amanda Dean, who's the current leading New South Wales Indigenous female driver. So a really good list of drivers there. The race this year is worth $25,000. It's record prize money. It's penalty exempt. It's up to a national rating of 75. I can't see why there wouldn't be a mountain of nominations for that race, and given the calibre of drivers we've got in, it's a great addition to what's going to be a great race night.
As you would expect, David's very keen to see his name on that honour roll that's named in honour of his grandfather. But David, all those people you've just announced, they all turn up on a usual race meeting and they're all jovial, there's smiles and they're clowning around. But on these types of nights, when this Indigenous race is run and the JC Caffin Plate's up, they bring their game face.
Oh yeah, they get nervous before the race. It means a lot to them. There's a lot of bragging rights. I remember Danny Scanlon chased it for a lot of years when he won it a couple of years ago. I don't think you wiped the smile off his face for about 3 months after it. So look, a lot of them, it is their pinnacle of the year, and deservedly so. And what a great night to be able to show off to your family and friends this year, winning the JC Caffin Plate.
On Inter-Dominion night.
Absolutely, what a great night.
And what a great night it is at Club Menangle tonight, David. The restrictions have been eased now, virtually wiped away. There's a far more different atmosphere at Club Menangle, and they're being treated to some wonderful racing.
Yeah, it's great. Now the owners can go back into the stables. Harness Racing New South Wales had a press release during the week. So now we have, at the owner's desk, owners of the horses competing can sign their name. Of course, everyone's got to be double vaxxed when they come on course, and that's the New South Wales public health order. But they can go in and have a look at their horses now. They just sign their name at the desk, grab a wristband. Absolutely, they're back in the stables having a look at the horses, and you can tell there's just people walking around with smiles and just happy to be around the horses again.
It was good to see the fact that we did have a crowd here tonight, David, due to the fact that it was Remembrance Night, and as always, a spine-tingling experience.
Yeah, it was a great service, as it always is. It is. It just sends a shiver down your spine. Playing of the last post and the ode and the rouse after it and the raising of the flag again. It is a really special moment.
Well, David, as part of the outstanding program of racing we had tonight, we've just had the running of the Nick Robin Memorial, taken out in brilliant fashion by JOK. We remember Nick as not only a wonderful presenter on Sky Channel, huge knowledge of all sports, but a great bloke, a true gentleman, won by JOK, and there will be a certain gentleman watching on Sky by the name of Gavin Fitzpatrick who would be delighted that his brother drove that winner, JOK.
He will be absolutely delighted for the horse and the stable, I'm sure. I reckon Gavin's sitting at home wishing he was part of that victory just a little bit. He took a nasty fall there at the trials on Penrith, and everyone here at Club Menangle wish him a really speedy recovery, including myself. You know, I've been in contact with him a couple of times, so it's just reaching out and making sure he's okay, because he did suffer a couple of nasty little injuries.
Yeah, it was a brilliant win, no doubt, heading out to the Inter-Dominion, along with his stablemate Zeus Bromack, which did a wonderful job. But Nick Roban, what a wonderful person he was, David, and a vast knowledge of all different sports.
Yeah, he was. He had a golden voice, didn't he? He had a fantastic voice. I remember him being part of what we got used to was Sky Channel. I remember him coming down to Wollongong a few times, and they used to have Sky Channel used to do big trivia nights, and he was part of those. And he was just a good bloke to be around. His knowledge was second to none about any sport. He was so affable, likeable, just approachable, and he was just one of the guys when he come around. He was just a nice bloke to be around.
And he hated a bet.
Yeah, he didn't mind it, but actually I remember when I worked at the Royal East Club in another lifetime, yeah, he found the TAB pretty quick.
Well, David, somber note to end tonight's proceedings on the passing of a wonderful contributor to harness racing on so many levels, Mr. Stan Dummersney.
Yeah, it's really hard. Such a revered person in the industry. The awards are too many just to mention here, and you know, his son John's part of the fabric of Club Menangle here. We know how much this place means to John, and we know how much family means to John. So from this club, we're just reaching out to the whole family. I know they'll be doing it tough, but they'll also be very proud of what the family's been able to achieve, and they get around each other at this time. And I know they're all up at Parks there tonight, all having a chat about what's going to happen over the next week. And it's tough. It is absolutely tough, but I know John, and I know the family. They're just, all the boys are great, and I'm sure they'll all band together, and it'll be a special week for them all.
He certainly leaves this life with a wonderful legacy left behind.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it? Like, we talk about breeder, trainer, driver, owner, clubman, but I think most important, probably his greatest attribute, and he would say this himself, is his family.
He ticked all the boxes. Well, David, thanks for that particular news with the passing of Mr. Stan Dummersney, and from this point onwards, let's look forward to what's going to be a great Inter-Dominion Carnival.
It's getting exciting, Mick. It's getting exciting.